Do you want to wake up to hear the rain beating on your roof? It's an interesting year. We had fairly good moisture across a lot of the state in 2010. A couple of tropical systems dumped a lot of rainfall. Fact is, the high plains had almost twice as much moisture as normal going into August, and then essentially turned the switch off, and it quit raining in September and really hadn't rained significant amounts since. Right now, more than 90% of the state is in either exceptional drought or extreme drought. The entire state is in one stage of drought or another. That's the remarkable thing, is the extent and the severity of the drought combined. Probably 1956 was the last year that we had a drought comparable to this. There's two climatic patterns. In La Nina, it's a pool of warm water in the Pacific Ocean that causes the jet stream to move up to the northern U.S., Canada, southern Canada, northern U.S. And when we have La Nina, the northern U.S. has cooler than normal temperatures, wetter than normal precipitation. Southern U.S. has warmer than normal temperatures, much below normal precipitation. El Nino is just the opposite. We see dry weather in the northern U.S. and we see wetter weather in the southern U.S. It's not good for ag production on either end of the scale, but certainly you're more likely to make a crop in wet conditions than drought. Essentially, the reason why we're not seeing rain this summer, we're out of El Nino, we're in a neutral position. It's above or below normal chances or equal chances of normal rainfall. But if you look at our condition now, much of the summer rainfall comes from evaporation of moisture from the soils. There's no moisture in our soils, so we're in a very dry situation, likely to stay dry until we get a significant change in the climatic pattern or we get tropical moisture. Many of our pastures have been way overgrazed. There are more soil showing than there is grass. That can lead to some bad things. And if we were, for example, to get that big tropical system in here and it was to rain 12, 15 inches in a day, we'd probably have a good chance at soil erosion and filling in some of our streams and lakes with mud that we want to lose off our pastures. One of the real problems we've gotten into here is we have exceptional drought coupled with high cattle prices. And everybody's loath to sell their production factory, which is the mama cows on their ranch, because everybody knows when it rains, everybody's going to want to restock and the prices are going to go up. If you're grazing those perennial pastures and you still have some forage out there, it's probably better to move the cattle than to destroy your rangeland resource. And we've been selling a terrific number of cattle off of the Texas ranches, and this is going to be very hard to recover from. It's just devastating. There's a lot of speculation why we're having this weather pattern we're having. Some people attribute it to climate change, but in essence, if you go back and study weather records, we have 116 years of weather records in Texas. And it's been this variable all the way back to 1895 when we first started making records. What we're experiencing is climate variability rather than climate change. Over that 116 years, we have seen a tiny trend towards less moisture, but maybe 0.11 inches per decade if you average all the peaks and the valleys in rainfall. Normally, with the kind of heat load we have, we would be developing these afternoon showers. And again, it's that effect of bone dry soils. There's no evaporation of moisture to form those thunderheads that we normally get in the summertime. Got to have moisture from somewhere to rain. And it's either going to come tropical off the Gulf, or we're not likely to get it till the cool fronts come in the fall. And then they're talking about La Nina coming back in this fall. So we'll have to buckle up and watch what happens.